hang on. And we're live. And
we have to establish the parameter of like when does the hand end?
the tip of the middle finger, because that tends to be the longest, through to the
crease.
The crease of the bed. Yeah.
Okay.
We're all measuring our hands because.
Sam, do you have a measuring tape nearby?
I don't. Actually.
Hang on. This
middle finger, which is the longest.
I feel like I need like a soft one. This
yeah, I need like a tape, but the tape is under the bed, and I'm not.
What's the ruler telling you? I don't have.
Well, it's a little bit longer than the ruler, is the thing.
Oh, I see. So mine is saying 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters, depending on your metric or not metric system. What's yours there, dear?
Hey, you shut the fuck up, Shawnee. How about it?
Hmm?
Hey, you shut the fuck up, Shawnee. How about it?
Mine is 7. Just 7, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hang on. No.
Shawnee, you said 7.5?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do width as well. So the tip of your pinky to the tip of your thumb.
Oh, okay.
How am I even supposed to do that alone?
Oh, you know what?
The other hand, maybe?
I have an iPhone.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily going to be accurate enough. I'll just put the thing on the table and I'll use my my hand span. So like if I were using a piano or a keyboard, if I wanted to stretch across,
this is
that
important.
would be 8 and like almost a half. Almost 8.5 inches.
I'm at like 8.25.
Mm-hmm. Doing inches, then like length is just a little over 7.5.
How is my hand the same size as yours?
Is just a little over 8.5. So it's my hand is very slightly, but only slightly.
Hey Shawnee, write these down so that later on I will go and I will draw like turkey hands all on the same piece of paper with these measurements on them so that we can all see the size comparison.
Wait, Danny, how big are your hands?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
You're still trying. Okay.
You still haven't figured it out. Okay. So everyone is 7, 7.5, and 7.5. Okay. I love how I took out a real pen to write on my iPad, y'all.
Please don't do that.
Oh my goodness.
7.5. 7.5.
Okay, so
anyway,
lengthwise, my hand is 7. Yeah, I was. Okay. The ruler and the measuring tape corroborate.
Okay. So when I said you have small hands, I was comparing to me.
My hands are the same size as Phoebe's.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So your widow hands, both of you.
It's a half-inch difference. Don't get.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's funny how like there's very small difference between me and any of your height, apart from Sam. Sam is a monster. Sam is a giant. I don't know. Sam is like Sam is a giant. Sam's on a different floor to me. I don't know. I don't understand. It's not that much different. Like Phoebe,
yeah, no, it's pretty fucking
we're
different.
Basically the
Shawnee.
same height.
No,
Shawnee, we're close in height, but you have to admit that Danny is a non-insignificant amount taller than you.
That's correct.
Look,
like 4
I know
inches,
you'd like to feel like that's not the case, but it is.
2 inches, 3 inches,
2.5 inches.
It's not that much.
Danny, how tall are you? Wait, I know we've talked about this so many times. 5'5", and I'm 5'4". Okay. I thought you were 5'6", I think.
I am a not insignificant amount taller than you, Phoebe. Mm-hmm. I am a significant amount taller than Shawnee.
I'm 5'2.5". Come on.
Okay, 2.5 inches. We've said this before. Once you start adding the half inch, that's when you know you're short.
I stand up
also,
straight.
To be fair, I am probably 5'5.5".
So You're probably not. Let's not go there. Let's not start adding hair inches, because like my afro,
did you not start that with you?
Hey, Sam, how tall are you again? Like 6'5"?
Everyone, can we please play the game? We can't. We got to get out of the weeds of the height conversation, because that's something we're never going to leave.
6 foot.
Oh, okay. That's
Like I don't think I'm quite 6'1", but like
Okay.
a little over 6 foot.
Okay. Well, look.
Wait,
All
how
three of
much is
you
people's
are-
hands across? How much is it across?
Mine was.
Shawnee, yours was like 8.5. Mine was 8 1/4.
That's right.
This can't be right.
Are you upset? What's going on?
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm not there
You
yet.
mad?
Is what I'm
You
not.
You mad? You mad?
I can't do it with this because it doesn't measure right.
Oh no!
I
You mean
need
a ruler?
No, this is the tiny. This is a ruler for tiny electronics. It's giving me. I have
It concerned
decimeters
me.
here. I have decimeters in here.
You need to use a tiny ruler for your hands.
It's the only
my
one that I
God.
have on
Oh my God.
hand.
Everyone, switch the red lights to blue or yellow, perhaps.
Thank you.
We need to move away. It's 1 a.m. for me. I would like to play the game.
Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. So, what? Thanks, Sam. What you remember upon waking, you may or may not stay here, but what you remember at present. Juan, you know everything. Everything you knew, you still know. Nothing changed. Brooke, you remember everything. Both of those lives are layered on top of each other.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Welcome to Allison's world. They're layered on top of each other. Both of them seem correct. You don't know which. Margot, both of those lives are layered on top of each other.
It's not much.
And you're holding someone, but it doesn't smell like Finley.
Margot is going to growl. IRL and consciously.
Mm-hmm. Both of those lives are layered on top of each other. What do? Anyone have ideas? Hands up, yell out, say something when you're ready.
God.
When you're
How
ready.
can Margot see right now other than fake Allison?
You saw for a moment in what seemed to be a scene of New York, Allison.
But that's gone now.
Then that's gone. And now in your arms is just not Allison, but Allison. You are in a dark hallway with torches burning, flickering.
Like
The same is a stone corridor. The same is true for you, Brooke. You're in a stone corridor. Skylar's still moving, hasn't stopped. But you're in a stone corridor and there's nothing.
But I do remember what just happened, right? I remember that I was just in my truck.
You remember that you were just in your truck. You were both just there, and now you realize you were not. You don't remember how you got to where you are. I think given how long it has taken, I'm going to say all of you roll to keep your cool.
I'm really just trying to discern what it is that Margot is yelling, because she's yelling something. I'm just trying to discern what it is. Yeah, she's not. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
That's a 10 for Brooke.
Brooke is ghoul cool.
I've rolled a 5.
I have also rolled a 5.
It's right here.
This is the first time that's ever happened. Brooke is the only calm one. What the fuck?
I should roll for Allison as well.
Rolling to keep cool for Juan, partly to see how much insight he got before doing something dumb. And so I'm assuming, given that he failed, the plan is to do the dumb thing without the insight of like, this might be a real dumb fucking thing to do. But
do the dumb thing.
I went and checked because I was like, I wonder if this is going to trigger his darker self.
Oh
And the
shit!
thing is, I think it did, and then it immediately got resolved.
Oh no!
Like he basically went into his darker self and then immediately hit the condition to not be in darker self.
What's the? I forget what Juan's darker
The
self
condition is to be put in your place by someone more powerful than you.
is.
So he immediately was like in darker self, called Maltha, got put in his place, and was like, "Oh fuck."
Did she put him in his place?
Yeah.
Because has he changed the way that he is going to act, or is he going to continue to do what she says?
It was more the sort of like he was put
That's
in
a
his
yes/no
place.
question.
He was put in his place in the sense that like reminded that he is weaker than her. And it's
That's
like
not the same thing. I can be weaker than a number of people, but I may or may not be put in my place by it.
but it was the reminder of like you are it was the sense of the I've allowed you to do this and now I'm not letting you do this anymore because and you need to fucking can it.
Is he going to do what she tells him to do?
Yes, in quotation marks.
Then, my friend, welcome. You just became a brat.
Then for all the more reason for him to do the dumb thing.
That there is brathood. Welcome. It's nice here. Get
That was part of
comfortable.
the keeping the cool. It's like there is an interpretation of doing what he's supposed to do, but it's I don't, as Sam, know how vindictive Maltha is, but I'm assuming it's not great.
Very probably. I would guess.
So, wow.
Yeah.
It is a trip problem being back in the New York scape because that makes things harder.
She's somewhere else in New York. You know that much. Probably.
Yeah.
Unless Miss Ennis changes things and you have a matter of moments before what Miss Ennis said starts to happen. I'm not going to elaborate on that just at the moment. Brooke, you have your frowny face.
Yeah. Brooke is not frowny facing me. Phoebe's frowny facing.
Phoebe frowny face.
My other character killed Juan. So
Yeah, there's that too.
Juan should be dead. Well, Nadine's character killed Juan, but then my character reaped Juan. Juan is bye-bye. So I'm a little confused about how Juan is present with us.
How did Juan arrive? Please tell me how Juan
come to be with us. Please explain.
Juan.
Just Juan. Explain. Well, Phoebe, what if more than Juan?
What if there's not just Juan? Did we joke about Juan so much that you were like, no, there's two?
No. In fact, you know what? I, Chantel, am going to explain this because I don't know that it will be explained in any other way.
Please.
You had... So, and it did, in fact, come from you and Nadine, which is hilarious for me in so many different ways. At the end of season 1, you and Nadine...
I'm going.
Not you and Nadine. Skylar and Brooke.
Sure.
Killed Juan.
Yes.
And then fucked over his body, right?
Well, you know.
Did do that, yeah.
Sometimes you make poor decisions.
No, it happens.
Sometimes you make poor decisions. But here's the thing. Here's the important thing. What happens when you kill a vampire?
They're dead.
What happens in vampire lore when you kill a vampire? Do they leave a body?
No.
What happens?
Oh, they should turn to ash.
They do the Voldemort thing. They disintegrate.
Yeah. And what happened?
Okay.
You fucked over a body.
So?
Cuckoo.
I need you to explain this more. My other character did reap Juan. That is like canon that we have talked about is I picked up Juan's soul and brought him to the underworld.
You picked up the soul of the person that looked like Juan that was on the floor and brought him to the underworld. He is dead. That person is dead. That person was a cuckoo.
So Lai took a cuckoo.
Yeah. And I'm going to go one step further and say...
If you die as a cuckoo while you're dressed up like somebody else, do you end up in the underworld like that? That's fucked up.
The thing to remember is that Lai knows who is supposed to go. Not necessarily their full name, life details, all of that stuff, right?
There's no reason for Lai to know any of that.
Right.
No. And that's
so
the
Lai
thing.
wouldn't be cross-referencing. There's no like, it's just this is the
your
person,
time.
this is the book.
This is your time.
Yes. And Lai didn't know they were going for Juan. Like they literally had no context.
Right.
It was just,
yes,
this is the body I am picking up. It will be ready for me at this time.
It's like, this is the purchase order and this is the recipient. Like
Lai is a courier.
Yeah, that's literally all that they would have had at that time.
Can you sign here?
So when I ask you, I reaped Juan, right? Yeah, I reaped the guy that I was supposed to reap. That is
you reaped
accurate.
the guy. You reaped the correct
However,
person.
comma. Okay.
However, comma. That was not Juan
Juan
because there was a body to reap.
Right. Well, we fuck with vampire lore so much. How do we? Skylar's in the sun all the fucking time. How are we supposed to know that
Skylar
part
wears
of lore
something?
was true?
We established that in session 0. So does Juan.
Oh yeah.
Skylar wears something
to
they wear
themselves
things
from the
to
sun.
protect them from the sun.
Okay.
So Skylar,
not vampire lore though,
didn't know shit about his own lore.
Yeah, canonically, Skylar doesn't.
Oh yeah, he literally didn't know.
Skylar doesn't know and would never have put that together, even if he knew that there was a body. Especially considering, I mean, it sounds like the parents didn't even really think about it because Henry saw the body.
Yeah,
and Henry knew that Juan was a vampire and saw the body. Yeah. Now Ari probably would have said something had she seen it, but she like didn't actually actively see this happen. I want to know though. Well, I guess if you're a vampire, you also have like the abilities of, or the cuckoo, you have the abilities of whatever the thing is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did Margot beat the shit out of a cuckoo also?
Yes. Yeah.
But not Juan.
No.
So we killed not Juan, and then Brooke was like, "I'm taking his place," and they were just like, "Yeah, pop off, Queen.
Go off, Queen."
It was a really good way for Juan to become what Juan is now, or what Juan is doing now.
Okay,
he got a new job.
All right, I didn't mean to fully derail us. Sorry, I just
somebody faked his own death. I'm glad you asked because I was just gonna wait for it to be revealed, and I was never gonna.
Might not have been. It might never. It might never have been.
What have we learned from this game, friends? It is ask questions.
Don't be like Margot. Ask questions and do it now.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so anyway, Brooke now, sorry.
Yes.
To wrap around.
Yes.
I think she's being carried by Skylar and is having two seemingly true lives and sets of memories, both of which Skylar is not exactly doing great in, or very high in her esteem.
Skylar's doing fine. Oh, right.
No. In her perception of him. He's a bit of a persona non grata, either way you slice it. So I think Brooke is just like, Skylar? What the fuck?
He's out. He's just continuing to walk.
Okay, she's gonna try to like get out of his arms.
How?
You know, like when you wiggle and like try to like shift your weight to put your feet on the ground.
He readjusts, continues walking.
Okay, Skylar, what the fuck? Angrier, and this time, I don't know, like hitting
Kick
his
some ass?
chest or something. Yeah.
Roll, kick some
Hang
ass.
on. Hang
Or
on.
volatile, I guess.
Uh,
I'm going to change this light color because it's making me feel cold. It's weird how that happens. It's all the time.
so I think this is more of a lash out physically than like a
Get him.
a
More of a
like
slap on the face kind
measured
of situation.
attack, if that
Yep.
makes sense. So it feels more volatile than not. Okay, that is an 8.
Okay.
So I have caused harm, and then
Which do
I
you
get to choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out. You become your darkest self. What is Brooke's darkest self? The ghoul's darkest self is honestly not that good. I should have rewritten it at some point, and I just never did.
What is it?
It's basically the ghoul turns proper zombie. Your dull hunger sharpens. You can't focus on anything else but feeding. In addition to your peculiar cravings, you recognize something else, that primordial hunger which connects all hungers. Flesh, blood, meat. You escape your darkest self once you've overindulged, or you are locked out for long enough to regain composure.
So
that seems a little...
which life would Brooke choose?
Oh, I think that's obvious. Brooke would pick the one where she's with Margot.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
How would Brooke try to get back to that?
Well, I think the first thing she needs to do is to get back to Margot.
How would she do that? What would make
First
sense
off,
for Brooke?
getting the fuck away from Skylar Moore.
Okay. Well, he will put her down. He will drop her, basically, because
That's fine.
to harm would do that. That's hurt, painful.
Mhm.
And he wakes briefly.
Mm.
The fuck?
The fuck me, the fuck you. Where am I?
I don't know. She said we would be here.
What?
She said we would be here.
Okay, you're a fucking idiot. Tell me how to get out of here.
You can't. Not without her say so.
This fucking cunt. Okay, so what, we walk down a fucking hallway?
Apparently. The fuck happened to you?
You know the answer to that question.
Used to be fun. Now?
What? What am I now?
You're not worth it.
Okay.
Did my best. But eventually you learn you can't shine shit.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You can't. You can't shine shit. but you can fucking kill it. And she's going to attack Skylar.
Roll either kicks an ass to lash out physically.
This is unexpected.
Think this is fucking Brooke. This can only be volatile. She's...
Yeah. Skylar's rolling 2. He has no
it's a 9 again.
He is going to take... wait, it's a 9 again. What's the... You harm, choose one.
I guess... Skylar can have a string on me. He can learn something about my true nature. That's fine.
He learns he's about to get his ass kicked.
So he takes a harm and he learns... You were having fun. Also take 1 harm.
Sure. That's fine.
As he slaps the fuck out of you.
Papa, did I not include harm on these character sheets?
I mean, it's
anyone to get hurt.
All right. Well,
what is harm really?
Truly, what is harm? What did he say?
You enjoyed it, didn't you?
Enjoyed what?
Life in there.
Uh-oh.
Fucking dyke.
Shockingly, Skylar, more life without you is a hell of a lot fucking better. And I would like to attack him again, please.
You attacked his dick, but go ahead.
Huh?
You attacked his dick, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I would like to attack him in a more violent way.
Go for it.
Oh, that's my sweet little BK. That's a 14.
Yeah, girl.
Fuck.
Oh,
Can't believe I'm rooting for Ghoulbrook over here, but I'm just like, get him. Like,
look, we don't have to root for Ghoulbrook. We just have to root against Skylar.
no, I'm rooting for Ghoulbrook. No.
Okay, 2 things. So I don't know exactly how like harm and combat works in Monster of the Week.
It's
However, comma,
It's a different harm system.
it's a tiny bit different. I don't know how we're hybriding it, but a 14 is a very pretty number, and I'm fighting a vampire, and there's fire on the walls.
Ooh,
So I would like to take a sconce and try to just like shove it like into his chest. And maybe if that counts as an ambush, then I would get +2 harm to whatever I would normally get.
Get him.
Maybe. I don't know how combat's working in this game.
So, the way that combat works in Monsterhearts, which is what you've been using, and there's a reason for that, because it's an emotional attack rather than a physical attack, right? Skylar had already taken 2 harm. He'd already taken 3 harm. This is his 4th. There's only 4 harm in Monsterhearts. So you take that sconce. And you shove it where exactly?
Up his ass. Sorry.
You chose such a time.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm sorry.
No, please. I adore this commentary. I mean, so is this the moment where am I gonna kill Skylar?
Potentially.
Okay.
He has an option, but
if I'm gonna kill Skylar, then I have a quip, but it's not with a sconce. I don't know if I'd actually be allowed to kill him yet or not. But if I'm allowed to kill him, then I want to do my quip.
the fun of it.
Unmuting to ask. whether you were trying to decide whether or not to kill Skylar Moore was not a moral quandary. It was like, do I do the line now?
Well,
Or
I have a bit. I have a
Very
bit, and I
genuinely,
wanna.
yes. Is
So-
the bit for now, or is the bit for the next
Hold the bit. Hold the bit.
Okay, I'll hold the bit. Thank you. I will hold my quip.
Because death only happens with consent in Monsterhearts, right?
Correct.
I will say I do have consent from Skylar's original player to do this.
Oh.
For
As
what
do
it's
I.
worth. That is a conversation that
I have very
had.
specifically
It
asked
can
this
be murdered.
exact question.
Yes.
Yes.
This
But
was
whether or
something
not he is murdered
established in
in
like
exactly
season
this
2
moment.
or something.
So, you hit him with a sconce. It is not up the butt.
No, that's not a very strategic direction she's given the situation. I think it's just like fully into his chest, like catch his clothes on fire kind of thing.
Give me 1 second, sorry. Because this happened this caught me off guard, you know? You know when things catch you off guard?
Somewhere Rafe is suddenly gets a brief feeling of sadness that he's missing out on something and he doesn't know why. It's just like feeling like I'm missing something I wanted to be involved with.
That latent connection between Margot and Brooke that happened in the alternate universe, there's a surge of pride that, that Margot feels that she can feel through that connection. Oh, BK. Oh, like,
oh, my baby's doing a murder.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud. It's like halfway between like old best friend Margot and like girlfriend Margot. So it's BK. I'm so proud of you, bro. Oh, baby.
He is going to take the option to drop all strings and stay alive, which is why I said hold the quip. That's the one. But he is on fire.
Good.
And that hasn't changed. So what he will say is, sure, run back to her. Good luck. Have fun. It's not like you're going to last long.
Just need to last longer than you.
And he fails to be volatile. And instead rolls to turn someone on.
He did not.
How?
Not.
What does he think he's doing right now?
You want to burn with me, baby?
I fucking hate myself sometimes. It's just gotta be said.
No, never.
Keep it fair. What's he say? How's he?
She does have a thing for death.
Just think it's hot. She's
Yeah,
fucked him
hers.
before. Yeah.
Come with me. It's not like you're not gonna come back anyway. Come with me. Yeah, we've had it hard, but
You've had it hard, Skylar. And she like glances. I just remembered what pussy tastes like.
Roll.
That wasn't.
Was that wasn't your line?
No, that wasn't the actual quip, but that's a good line.
It fucking should be. It fucking should be. We are always
Liz, why don't you roll something? I don't
not
know.
you.
Brooke Kaufman,
Roll to
for
shut someone
perfection.
down.
I would love
Roll
to.
for
And
perfection.
go on.
Again. Kill him again.
That's an 8, I think, for shut someone down.
Okay.
Shockingly, Brooke comes across poorly in this moment.
Who's listening? Who's to say?
Skylar's
Miss Senna
like,
tears.
bit crass.
Skylar's like, oh, could we change the language? But I don't think that's what he says. What he says. Oh God.
Is Skylar just a little bit stunned?
What he says is, fuck. You know when something comes into your head and you're like, that really? Okay, sure. Okay. So what he says is, tell Allison I said I'm sorry. But you, we were right for each other. And I am gonna just take a look at something. Nope, can't use it.
Is he just still on fire?
Yeah, he is simply taking harm.
Okay. So he says that. Brooke now says, we weren't right for each other. You destroyed my entire fucking life. And I fucking let you. And she walks up to him and like gets really close. And her clothes like start catching on fire too. Like the flames like look over onto her. I fucking let you. Because you made me feel important. I mean, look at us. We wouldn't be here without you, Sky. And she like brings her hands up to his little cheekies. You're right. We were made for each other. You taught me this one. And she's gonna snap his neck the way that he did to Juan. Well, not Juan, but Juan.
Thus endeth Skylar Moore. There is the matter of you being on fire, but like, you know.
She'll be fine in a few minutes.
She'll be fine. Just, you know, die and come back. It's not like...
Or stop, drop, and roll. You can do that one too.
Or stop, drop, and roll.
I think we have to give Brooke a very dramatic cinematic moment where she like drops his burning corpse and watches it turn to ash.
Yeah, because that's what it does.
God bless.
God bless.
Real Skylar.
This is probably maybe if Brooke and Margot at some point have a good conversation, that'll help them connect a couple pieces on that front. But I think we need to have like Brooke start walking down this fucking hallway while she's just still on fire. And maybe she like pulls her phone out of her pocket and it has started to melt or something, so she can't just text Margot.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And there would be no signal in here anyway.
So she like throws the phone over her shoulder and is like, fuck.
You get a
And
tiny
she's gonna walk down the hallway.
I would like to know, please. Is Brooke afraid?
Yeah.
What is she afraid of?
She remembers. She knows. She doesn't know if Margot will. And she does not know if it will matter.
She remembers, she knows what? Oh, everything.
Yeah, the whole kit and caboodle. The multiple lives. All the things that could have been, etc.
What is she afraid of Margot remembering? Or what is she afraid of a particular response?
She's afraid that Margot will not remember and that Brooke will then just like have to exist with this. Or the potentially worse outcome for her, that Margot will remember and will know and will still not choose her.
Bruh. Why the game gotta be like this, yo?
And I think like she would maybe have like stronger feelings around having literally just killed Skylar, were it not for the fact that they were essentially like estranged for a couple months. Mm-hmm. They like had vague talking like points where they would speak in between, just like exchange some text messages. But it's always easier when you haven't spoken to someone in a while. Typically it's not like a murder, it's like a breakup or something, but you know, apples to oranges. So I think that makes it a little bit easier. And I also think that like, I don't know, she's a ghoul now. She's died a lot. She's been killed many times. And so at a certain point, I do think that you become a little bit desensitized. And so like, that is just like not something that she's as fazed by as she would have been.
As she walks down that hall, it seems to get darker. The fire, the torches on the wall stay the same brightness, but it's almost as though the darkness is closing in around in order to allow her to think those thoughts and think them deeply. It's helping. It's kind of like, you know, how when it's dark, you can see images in the darkness and you kind of, it's easier to imagine things. The space you're in is trying to help that.
The one time in this entire game that Brooke is having introspection, everyone. Who knows what'll happen next?
This is a big day for Brooke, honestly. She's having a big day.
For real.
All it took was an entire alternate universe.
Yep.
It helps if you realize that the world does not have to be the thing that it is, and actually that there are other possibilities if you change your actions. It's helpful.
Yeah. It does help. Yeah, it does. And it helps if you can remember all of those things as and when they happen.
It's really unfortunate that Margot and Brooke, having been estranged for the past couple of seasons and then some change, that Brooke would have very little, if no idea that Margot's entire storyline has revolved around having trouble with her memory, just in general.
Yeah. Margot Reyes.
Yes.
The real live and growling. You have someone who looks like Allison but is not Allison in your arms. What do you do?
Yep. I think the first thing she does is she yells. I'm not gonna do it because it's dark. I mean, it's dark outside here, and my roommates will be sleeping. She goes, "Hey, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Put it back." She's like looking towards like the New York area and like the what used to be a thing, and she looks at the person in her arms, and she looks up, and she's just, "What the fuck?" She's doing the same thing she was doing in the car, just louder because she can hear.
Allison wakes up in your arms.
Margot's gonna put this person down and say, "I'm glad I didn't have to wake you up myself. Who the fuck are you?
What are you talking about?
Who the fuck are you? Where's Allison?" And her eyes are like
Glow in the dark.
She's got like glow in the dark. Like instantly, she is very angry because she can see that this person has woken up, and even for a millisecond, chosen to try and lie to her with Allison's face and voice.
Yep. Roll to keep your cool.
I'm not playing with you. I'll fucking kill you.
I mean, they were right. Their connection really does mean a cuckoo trying to impersonate one of them is just so fucking stupid.
Like, why would you do that? You don't. It's a wolf. She can smell you. The whole point was, okay, Phoebe, this is the other thing that happened in the middle session that I would have noticed, or that you wouldn't have gotten from the middle session that I got from watching it, was that their whole thing was about trying to keep them in physical proximity to one another so they could trick Margot into like, I still don't know how the switch really happened. We're not going to know until we get out of this. But one of the things about them going to like the labyrinth or whatever was that like Skylar was carrying Brooke, Margot was carrying Allison, somebody else was carrying, Juan was carrying another Allison, and they were supposed to keep fake Allison and real Allison close to each other so Margot could still smell her girlfriend and think that she was associating these two things together. But Miss Ennis split everybody up.
Knows also.
The wolf knows now because they've all been separated. First thing they did when Miss Ennis came in, Miss Ennis fucking hates all of these people, them. And so Miss Ennis said, "Fuck y'all," and put everybody in different parts of the labyrinth. So now the wolf is like, all I have is this fake. Where the fuck did this come from? What is this?
I would like to return this one to the store. I don't think this is a genuine.
Hey,
genuine
counterfeit.
Can I return this? It's a little broken.
That feels very correct. You said roll to keep my cool.
Yep.
Margot never does this, but she did roll a 10.
Oh shit. She gained some insight. What does she want insight on? I'm fairly sure she knows that this is not.
I mean, she knows that this is probably based on both of the lives. She probably knows that this is the cuckoo. How long has Allison been the cuckoo? Or
is that
this person?
Insight?
How long has this person been impersonating her girlfriend? Her girlfriend? Question mark. Her girlfriend.
Yeah. Which one?
How long has this person been impersonating her psychic girlfriend from this universe?
This person here has been impersonating Sam. It's an 11. Has been impersonating her psychic girlfriend since she left eye contact with her girlfriend.
This morning?
Just this morning.
Okay. To this, Margot breathes a sigh of relief, but then does put. There was a point where she was like kneeling to like put this person down, and she like kind of like lets her thud just a little bit, like
just for perspective. Margot would have started to smell an additional smell.
Yeah.
Around the time that she got to the lockers. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Just so that you know how she would know that piece of information. It's not coming out. It doesn't come out of nowhere. She'd have smelled an additional smell the second that she lost contact with Allison. So the person that threatened Brooke's life was not Allison Finley.
Shocking, really, because
shocking, yeah.
What an Allison Finley performance!
I mean, you got to give the cuckoo a little bit of props on that one because
Oscar worthy. I would have.
The cuckoo would have known that that's what Allison was going to do, and would have done it. But there was no lie, and there was no lie,
and there was no lie,
and there was no lie.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
No, none of the spellings of lie were there. But she would have smelled an additional smell, not less Allison. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's where she's at.
I got it. Yeah, she kind of lets this person. It's just a half inch because this person does still look like Allison. So, but it is just a half inch where like Margot just like lets this person thud to the floor underneath one of the torches, and she sort of like bends down over and goes, "Where the fuck is Allison? And who the fuck are you?"
Margot, please.
I don't want to hear Margot, please. That is not answering my question.
I don't know.
You better find out.
I don't know. How am I supposed to find out? How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. God, I also don't know how you're sitting here and why you still look like my girlfriend. I know you're not her. Little birdie. But you put on a different face and we can talk about this. Maybe you're a real one?
She changes, shifts, phases, whatever you want to call it. She changes. And it's a slow, smooth movement. And then she turns into Noelle.
Wrong answer. Try again, or I'll rip your fucking throat out. And I'll make an exception just this time.
How genuine is this?
That is a really good question. Let's step outside the bit for just a second and ask, does this smell like Noelle? Because I didn't ask that.
Almost. Roll for me.
Roll for what?
You still
possibly
have
empty threats?
Roll for empty threat. No, roll for heightened senses. What did you roll? Oh.
Hold on. Mm-hmm.
Please hold.
Just a moment. Here's the thing. You gave me
You're protecting Allison.
You gave me a +5.
I'm sorry?
To gaze into the abyss, which is dark.
No. What did you roll? You do get a +1 because you are presumably protecting Allison.
Yeah, it's still just a 6 though. Not great, Margot.
Not great, Margot.
I will say this. Margot is very serious about hurting this person, and she's mad enough to do it. She's not going to do it while this person has Noelle's face. And given the role that I just did, that's probably fairly obvious.
Yeah. She halts, looks up at you and says, "We don't need to do this, Margot. We can just find a way out of here first."
Margot takes the torch off the wall.
What are you doing?
Do you want to find out?
You're not going to kill me.
Margot takes a step forward and she says, the one thing that I learned about cuckoos over the past 48 hours is that if they don't have clothes, they can't pretend to be somebody else. So if I burn those off of you, you'll probably live. But you can't be whoever the fuck you're pretending to be right now. Which, by the way, is giving more Jasmine than Noelle, by the way.
Take a +1 to dark permanently.
Ooh! Margot! Margot! Did you just level up? Baby girl.
But also potentially take like a +1 to gross, because like you're asking essentially your mother-in-law to like strip off.
Stop, no. Okay, so when you say +1, you mean a +1 to my current score, or do you mean I have +1
to your current dark
Fine.
score? What are you talking about?
Well, that makes it a 0. It's not.
Oh, well, you have.
I had a -1.
Now now you don't have a minus. Now
That's
it's a 0.
true. It's good. I was just asking. Anyway, go on.
She strips off.
No. She wasn't asking her to do. She goes, "Hey." Margot goes, "Hey." As she like starts to do that, I'm like, "Hey, I'm not fucking asking you to do that. You don't have to do that. You can literally just change back. That's how the fuck this works. Don't make this more difficult than it has to be." She's waving the hand with the torch in it though, like ah.
She slowly changes again. Very slowly. And tucks her hands into her pockets. And shrinks slightly. And her hair grows longer, her cheeks get a little chubbier. She stands up with a ratty old coat on, hands in pockets. And she becomes a he. And you recognize this person. Once upon a time, you bit his arm off.
Here. Et tu, Pierre? Margot is going to, as promised, put the torch down. But what she does is she throws it onto the ground so that it rolls towards the person.
Backs up.
Good move. Are you done? She says, asking, like, is this you? Because the bear she knew was a Sasquatch.
Are
That
you?
she knew of. Not until this is all fixed, no. I think you know that already. Does it smell like bear?
All heightened senses.
Because, like, also, bear did come back with an arm. Now that I remember, bear did come back with an arm.
I mean, he did also appear to grow it.
Yes. However, Jesus Christ, Margot. Jesus Christ. It's the fucking labyrinth.
It's the labyrinth.
Yeah, no, it's 5, my guy. It's 5. She's rolled 5. 5 is how many she's rolled.
Maybe it smells like bear. Smells close enough.
Now you're just fucking showing off. You trying to buy time?
Looks around. In a labyrinth.
Fuck you.
I think Margot should have just let them strip. Then they would have lost their cuckoo powers.
Yeah, but then
weren't we unsure if that would work?
Mm-hmm.
Because they were a hybrid, we weren't totally sure, but
I still don't know.
Strip poker. Let's go.
Yeah, but like Margot's gonna say fuck you and then like turn around to go back towards the wall to try and take it down because she saw it go away for a second. So she's thinking maybe she can take it down. But then she comes back and she picks the torch up and she gets very, very close to Bear and she goes, no.
Oh, Bear was back. It bounced.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not letting you out of my sight again. This isn't gonna work. Who the fuck are you? Take the coat off. Show me your arm. Do whatever you need to do. Prove you're you or change back to who you are.
I can't prove that no matter what. If what you're looking for is a lost arm, I can't prove that.
You should have some kind of a fucking scar. I know I would have put it there with my teeth. You want me to like measure? Because I can.
Yeah. Go ahead, because there's nothing I can do to prove that.
Is this how you want to die? In a dark hallway with a fucking torch?
That's how my mom died, so why not?
Spare me. I don't give a shit.
Well, that makes 2 of us, doesn't it?
I can tell. Nice try, though. This looks flammable. Finish what the fuck you were doing. Stop changing into people you know. I see that you're showing off now. I get that I was a dumbass before. I'm done being a dumbass now, all right?
I can't.
You better try.
This one's me.
Is that a lie?
Is that you asking me, or is that you asking Bear?
It's the just one more thing one. It's that one.
You've got to roll for that one.
Yeah, I know.
I love your attempts to skip the roll part.
Rule of cool. Everything I do is cool.
Rule of cool, it does exist, but I also need numbers.
8, baby.
That's not a lie.
How?
I can't go any further. What do you mean, how?
This is not what the fuck you were when I saw you last.
Yeah.
So, what was that?
So what?
They said you were some kind of Sasquatch or beast or whatever. You're not what I fought in the forest.
Not right now.
She's gonna put the torch back where it goes, because I presume that they've backed up to a wall at this point. And then she's gonna slug him in the face. If you'd like me to roll lash out physically, I will, but I think we know how that's gonna go.
He hasn't stopped it, so nope. 2 harm.
Just a good punch. That's all.
Throws him across the room.
She takes a
better?
deep... Margot takes a deep breath. She goes, no, I think we both know you deserved that.
And your mom?
What did you say about my mom? She crosses the room to where Bear is. What did you say about my mom?
What does she deserve?
For you to keep her fucking name out of your mouth. What about it? The fuck are
She
you
killed
talking
mine.
about? Margot backs off a little bit. For once, she does so because she's had a memory. She
Margot
remembers
has
something.
a memory.
Margot remembers one thing, and it is the story that her mother told her about the killing and the babies and the So that's what this is about? Trying to get back at me to get back at my mom?
No response.
She's gonna jerk him back up to where he's standing, but she's not gonna like hit him again. She just... Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
No response.
Margot is going to, presuming that this person cannot see in the dark and also out of not a whole lot of forethought and frustration, take the nearest torch and throw it as far as she can down the hallway.
It's quite a
So
distance.
that like it's dark in this part. Like, and then she's gonna turn around and walk in the opposite direction.
What is Margot afraid?
Yes.
What is she afraid of?
Well, she's by herself right now. This is this is the Labyrinth, magical, whatever, so I presume that she can't smell or sense anybody else at the moment. So she can't really rely on her senses, and she doesn't know that there's an exit in either like direction or whatever. She knows... Actually, she doesn't know that she's in a labyrinth, does she?
Nope.
She's locked in something, some kind
Yep.
of a box.
Yep. Someone put the puppy in a crate.
With no air holes.
Oh no.
So it does feel like the walls are closing in on her just a little bit because she can't smell or sense anything other than Bear that's right there, and she's not gonna hurt him because her mom killed his mom, and that was a whole thing, and she knows about that story, and that's fucked up. So she's conflicted.
Does Margot have mild claustrophobia?
Turns out, yeah. Now she does.
Bro, who doesn't?
She has like magical claustrophobia. Like if I'm in a box, a dark box, and I can't smell or sense anything, that's a sensory deprivation chamber essentially with some
Or it's a
torches in it.
plane.
No, it's dark though. Also,
It's a plane with the shutters closed.
planes have seats.
Does
They're
she
in the middle
want
of
a
like
seat? Does she? Would it make it
No!
easier if there was one seat?
They're in the middle of a dank like. Even on a plane, you can hear outside the plane, and like there are usually other people on the plane. Someone's flying the plane.
Yeah.
This is a sensory deprivation chamber with one other person and some torches.
Yes.
And no discernible way out. So she is going to try to break the wall.
How is she doing that exactly?
She's going to try to just peel it away. Just like
peel like an orange?
Just like shove it, like just
shove it away.
Just like
she stumbles through.
Into what?
An identical hallway.
Oh God.
The hallway is identical. The torch is the same distance away. Doesn't move. Roll to keep your cool.
I don't think this is gonna matter.
I don't think it is either.
I
would like to check. Is this okay with everyone? The players.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I just like to check every now and then.
Sam, you good?
You good, Sam?
For what? Sorry.
I'm just checking that nobody here has claustrophobia.
Oh, yeah, no, we're fine.
Okay, cool.
I do, but it's fine.
I don't feel enclosed
I'm
now.
not experiencing it in my physical body. Descriptions of it do not bother me.
Right.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's what I just wanted to check.
Margot. I'm just gonna say that Margot fails this one.
She fails.
She's gonna be an auto fail on this one because there's no world in which she's.
I didn't know if she was trying to or not. She cannot. She cannot. It's not that she
can't.
Trying.
Like,
okay.
She has screamed louder and louder every time she has been shaken into a different part of reality today. She has had a bigger outburst each time. Now she's alone.
As far as she knows, she threw the torch. Like,
we assume that the torches were like evenly spaced along the seemingly infinite hallway. So there is one down somewhere and one back behind her.
Yes.
But the nearest one is elsewhere.
Yeah. Just on the floor, she can see it.
Yeah. She's gonna sit and lean up against the wall and scream into her hands in frustration.
Talking about Juan doing dumb things.
Tell me.
Given that Juan is essentially just alone where he was left in the labyrinth, but the labyrinth is connected to Maecenas. Can I roll for the scanner's ability to tap to link with Maecenas?
I need to double check the wording of said thing because
Doesn't really talk about like
distance
if you
or
need
whatever.
to be there with them or not. So
They're gonna all be some kind. They're gonna all need so much therapy after this because I'm pretty sure Margot's associating this with the end of it, with that last season. Go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
But like essentially the labyrinth in a way is just an extension of Mycenaeus.
So you're trying to essentially invade the labyrinth's mind.
Kind of, yeah.
Go for it. Roll with dark. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to depend on your. Oh dear.
That's a 10.
Whoop. You take a string on the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Very helpful to have a string in the labyrinth.
Juan has a string on the labyrinth. Just thought I'd put that.
Great. Great, everyone. Great. We all did great. Pack it up, kids.
Okay. So Juan has a string on the labyrinth. And a question.
Question is,
survey says,
how do I get Margot here?
Margot.
You don't want Margot where you are, buddy.
His choices are bad. This is like, it's a bad choice, but it's from a selection of bad choices.
Here's the menu of bad choices I have brought to you today.
I'll just sit with that thought that Juan bringing Margot to him is the best of a list of bad choices.
That's a new low for a lot of us.
Jesus. You ask the best questions. You ask
by best, you mean
the most confusing questions of me.
I mean, is the answer that you cannot?
And you could he's tapped into the labyrinth at this point. You could potentially use that somehow.
Margot.
Yes.
The labyrinth has a question for you.
What?
You are receiving a call from Juan. Would you like to accept?
It's a collect call that we're collecting on your mental health.
Do you want to accept the charges? No. What?
Is this the thing that you find to be the most frightening thing that could happen?
There are always worse things.
What's worse? To Margot.
You think she's going to think about that right now?
So the labyrinth is asking.
Oh God. Well, as far as she's concerned, what I was babbling about when I forgot to turn my mouth off a couple minutes ago was the fact that as far as Margot knows, this is exactly like the end of season 2. And they've been fucking like drugged and kidnapped and taken somewhere. Which, I mean, to be fair, is not far from it, but also she doesn't know where she is, and she's in another hallway, but now it's dark.
Drugged and kidnapped and taken somewhere else.
And she's in another hallway and now it's dark and she's been separated from the other people that she was with before. And now she has memories of also having been in a car and had an entirely separate life just a second ago. So she's had some different drugs, some hallucinogenic drugs. And Brooke's somewhere in here also, she presumes. So the only thing that can make this worse would be it would be this, but she'd be able to hear like distress sounds from people she cares about, like coming from the other sides of the walls, and she wouldn't be able to go anywhere. It would just be this hallway.
Okay. Juan, you are suddenly on essentially a travelator. The world's going by. The labyrinth is changing. You're just kind of on a travel. You're standing on a travelator. You're moving. The world around. You're potentially moving, or the world is moving, but things are changing. You're taking a trip through New York, basically. Just left, right, forward. Just going places. It's nice. At some point, you go into a building, and then it is dark, stone brick walls. Margot, you're not alone anymore. There's someone at the other end of the hallway.
Okay.
Smells familiar.
In a good way.
Juan could say so.
The cartoonish way I just imagined, like, Margot's hands, like, her, like, flying towards Juan with her hands out as if to choke is,
Does she?
I mean, she's not gonna literally fly,
No. But she could be there pretty quick.
Yeah, and once she does get there, she is gonna have him by the neck up on the wall here.
Mm-hmm. Juan, you don't need to breathe. It's not an issue. But, like...
At no point in any of what's just been described has Juan reacted.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck did you do?
Me? Child, this is on you.
Margot's gonna take one hand down so that she can punch him across the face, but she wants to hold him there so he doesn't go flying across the room because that would be inconvenient.
You're keeping hold of the animation and just back and forth.
No, back and forth just once.
Just one. Okay.
If you kill me, it's going to be a lot harder to find Allison.
I feel like you said that last time. Didn't really make my life much harder at all. And now here you are again, and she's gone again. Seems like a pattern.
Went to so much effort to keep both of you safe.
Why? Every single time you fucking show up, something terrible is happening.
The world is shit and unfair.
Only with you in it.
Oh, sweet child. It's funny watching you tantrum when you have no idea what you're talking about.
She's gonna punch him again.
All right. Is that helpful? Is that keep getting your
It's
anger
making
out?
me feel. It's making me feel
Because
better. Yeah.
this is the thing. I put a lot of effort so that you were safe, Brooke was safe, and Allison was safe. Didn't have to. But then you decide to fuck with it. And because of you, Allison might now die. That's the reality. You might not like what I was fucking doing, but because I was doing it, Allison got to live. And because of you, that's gone to fucking hell. So fine, please feel free to keep hitting me. Maybe you'll feel better, but she'll be dead because of you.
She's gonna loosen up her grip just a little bit.
She's also going to roll super cool.
Just so she can slam his head into the wall. But not hard. Just like it's just a. I'm gonna roll though.
But also Sam roll to shut someone down because I think that's what Juan is trying to do right now.
I don't remember what's that.
Hey, I rolled a 10.
I rolled
So she's
11.
stone cold when she's doing this.
She's got ice in her veins.
I got an 11 to shut someone down.
Even with the minus, she is just like, fuck you. The dice really tell the story of Margot Reyes, don't they? So, but you have been shut down because that was an 11.
Yeah.
Juan, what are you doing there? Which are you going to choose?
Does Margot have strings on Juan?
No, probably not. No. No, probably
In
not.
fact, Juan had a string on Margot.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does. He has one. I
From
believe.
way back in the day when he was alive.
Yeah, I don't have that listed, so I'm just going to make it now that he has two.
Oh, wait, hang on. No,
Oh,
I do have a string
sorry,
on Juan.
that one. What? Wait, you do?
I do have a string on Juan.
Oh, okay. Then
We'll just take that.
She now does not have a string on Juan.
Yeah, but I had one. For a while, I had one.
I love how everyone was like, I don't need these strings anymore. Don't you?
I had one.
You did. So it's not that you are calmed, Margot, but he does make you listen. You hear what he's saying, whether or not, whatever you choose to do, slam his head against a wall, kill him, whatever, but you hear what he's saying.
She's not gonna fucking kill him. He knows too much. She's like shaking him instead of punching him again. That is her way of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you smack the TV, the old CRT TV, to get the signal to come back in. Just stop talking in code. Where is she? Where are we? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. A Minotaur's Labyrinth. Culmination of a lot of work that I am not privy to in its entirety, and as it is turning out, in its culmination either. So I don't know.
How did you get here?
Same way you did?
Just now. You weren't here a second ago.
Oh, I asked real nice. It's a labyrinth. You could walk in any direction. You're never going to find anything if they don't want you to.
The art teacher?
Yeah.
she's gonna drop him. He was like 2 feet off the ground, maybe. Like, so like probably hurts his ankles a little bit, but I'm sure he just like falls to his feet. He doesn't have to collapse or anything like that. It's just she's just gonna drop him so that she can pace and hyperventilate a little bit. She is once again remembering that her dad said stay away from the labyrinth.
Her dad did say stay away from the labyrinth.
I don't know what I did to piss him off. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Brooke's here too. You just said that. I was just with her. And she's... She's going to turn around. She's going to yell at the wall. Hey, Miss Ennis? I don't know what's going on, but I'm not with this motherfucker or any of these other people.
You're assuming he's acting on his own volition.
Me and Allie, shut the fuck up. Me and Allie and Brooke would just like to leave. If you could let me out, that'd be great.
Classic Reyes.
Juan, you're really pushing it right now. You're supposed to be dead. You're super supposed to be dead.
You know that how? You don't know the fuck you're talking about. You've never known what the fuck you're talking about, and you respond to that through violence, which fucking everything up and putting everyone in danger. That's what you do.
Dude, what the fuck did I do today? What did I do, Juan? I was literally just driving my car along, and now I'm here with you.
All you had to do is be happy with what you had. That was it.
You're the same Juan I was.
Then you got to be happy, and Allison got to live. But no, you had to fuck with it. And now, something far more dangerous than you have any ability to comprehend has decided, fuck it. And there's a solid chance that someone is going to get your mom to kill Allison.
That doesn't make any sense. My mom can't do that, and she wouldn't do that.
Really?
So now who doesn't know what the fuck
Because you
they're
understand
talking
the
about?
situation. You've got a full understanding of everything that's going on. You're Margot Reyes, and you get what's happening. You know what is and isn't correct.
Roll to shut someone down.
Margot hates this.
Believe that's a 9.
You ever have your worst enemy not lie? It's like not telling the truth.
Do you ever have your worst enemy like actually lay the truth down and
what's
say
that Onion article? Or that Reductress article? The worst person you know actually makes a pretty valid point.
Awkward. So it's a 9, which means you come across poorly. Well, I don't think there's a problem with that. But you do take one from below.
I think I get that string now.
You do. You get that string. Get that string you wanted. It's like a Christmas present. Margot, someone just laid down truth. Someone just laid down truth at you.
And I can tell it's true in my heart.
Yeah, you can tell it's true in your heart. He's not lying.
So you're the same person I talked to in the library this afternoon, huh? Where the fuck was there, and how are we here? And what did you have to do with it? Since you know everything.
You know how we're currently in a labyrinth, and it's like separate. It's different. It's not where you were like yesterday. Or when you did that training and you went to the Fae area, and that's like a different place. Yeah, it's like that, but custom made just for you.
You put me in a...
You think I'm doing this Do you seriously fucking think I'm the one who's been doing this? Is that what you fucking think? Holy shit, is that really what you think?
I have no reason to believe you're not, my
Holy
guy.
fuck.
I literally
Holy
ripped your
fuck.
intestines out, and you're standing here in front of me yelling
I'm
at
a fucking
me.
vampire! You're a werewolf! Why would you think the... How are you so fucking blind? How do you just barrel through being this?
Shut the fuck up and explain it to me like I'm 5. Stop yelling at me. We can figure out how hard my head is later.
What is happening is the culmination of something that's been in preparation for longer than I've been fucking alive, and I've been alive for fucking ages. You're so far in over your head, you literally can't see it. It's literally beyond your little scrabbling around trying to find out who the cuckoo is. Did you kill the cuckoo, by the way? Is that
No.
why?
Bear's in the other reason on the other side of the fucking wall for all I know. I just stumbled in here.
It's a labyrinth. Everything is everywhere and nowhere.
Whatever. Literally, whatever. He's not dead. He's not Allison anymore. Which, by the way, I do still blame you for, because I have a feeling that had to have been you.
Juan, whatever you need to tell Margot to get to what you need to get to, feel free.
Plan, my part in the plan, all it was to have you be okay with where you were. You and Brooke, happy.
Yeah.
And if I did that, Allison got to live. Because that wasn't the plan. That was something I asked for special. I asked for that. If it wasn't for me, she'd just be dead. But because you weren't satisfied, Allison becomes a problem. And I do appreciate that it's a shit deal. But that's existence. Shit deals that allow you to keep going.
As far as I know, this morning when I woke up, I was fine. But also I wasn't. I woke up with Brooke. Would have been fine. Except shit kept slipping through. It sounds like you whoever your boss is drugged us and put us in some kind of other, whatever simulation, fun, alternate story time thing or whatever, which is fucked up on a lot of levels, mind you. Not just for me, but for Brooke too. Also, it sounds like you erased my family. Also, and I really want to stress this. I really want to put this out there. What makes you think Allison wanted to live like that?
Well, the alternative was not living.
It really is just that for you, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not about being happy or like being satisfied or like being fucking miserable like she was when she was under your fucking thumb. It's just be alive or not alive.
You think I had a say in that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Sure thing. Sure thing. Everything is somebody else's choice, and you're just another pawn. You sound a lot like your buddy Skylar. I wonder if all vampires are like this. I don't care. Don't answer that. I don't care. I don't care. What now, smart guy?
Well, I was thinking we go find Allison. And I was thinking you're going to have a lot of trouble doing that, but I can actually help. And then you threw me against a wall and demanded I explain a bunch of stuff.
Is Brooke walking around somewhere in here too?
Yep. I assume so.
Is she okay?
Well, she's with Skylar. So
She
Brooke?
could probably take him.
Brooke, at the moment, it's almost as though you're on the other side of one-way glass. I always get confused by this. One of those is a mirror, one of those is just a glass window, and I'm always confused how I'm supposed to describe it, but it's you can
A
see
one-way
through,
mirror?
they can't see you.
It's
Just a mirror?
two-way mirror, but yeah,
Two-
go on. It's a two-way mirror, yeah.
That you can see them, they can't see you.
Yeah.
You haven't tried making any noise, but I just wanted to let you know that that's equivalent to what you are experiencing right now.
Mm.
Juan's going to try and use Mark for the Hunt to find Allison.
I forgot I gave you that. I forgot. That was me. I forgot.
Margot does want to, like, oh no, she could probably handle Skylar. She's been doing it this long, but is she in danger?
I don't know. I don't know what their intentions with her are.
Brooke, what are you feeling right now?
I got a 10, by the way.
Thank you.
I think while she was walking, kind of before she came to here, Brooke became just like really overwhelmed with like the implications of all of the everything.
Yeah.
And like at one point probably was like dry heaving in a corner, like just like holy shit.
Mood.
Yeah. So I think she's feeling at this point like a little bit I don't know, like shell shocked. And I think whenever she like starts to be able to hear this conversation and then hear Margot, she's like, she just kind of wants to wait for a minute to hear what Margot's going to say, because that will give her maybe some of the answers to like the things that she is thinking about.
Mm-hmm. So far, what does she think? How does she respond? What's her response to what's happening here?
She's like going back and forth, I think, between like, oh, this means that like Margot cares about me and loves me, and oh, she's picking Allison. She like keeps going back and forth between the two. And that Yeah, I don't know. She just is going back and forth between the two and is like, oh my god.
She ain't the only one.
What is Margot feeling?
I was going to ask you, now that we're in the labyrinth, which seems like a weird, fucked up purgatory. Now it's not, but like that's kind of how it feels. Who is Margot connected to right now? If she has both of these lives layered over one another, like,
that is why I was asking Brooke what she was feeling.
That's what I want to know,
and that's why I'm asking Margot what she's feeling.
Oh, she's scared. She was also dry heaving up against the wall. She was also hyperventilating up against the wall just a second ago. There was that. She is scared. She is like filled up to 98% capacity with anxiety and just like tension. She's just full of tension and anxiety. Like highlighter, like bright, like caution light yellow eyes.
Brooke, you feel the ghosts of that tension. You feel, if not 98%, then a good 45% filled with tension and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Margot is like, shell shock is actually a really good word for it. It's like what you feel after you've hit the point where she's in shock. That's what it is. Like,
she's
it's the point after you've hit the point where you are as stressed out as you could possibly be, and you've freaked out and you freaked out and you freaked out and freaked out and freaked out. And you're like, I will simply cease to do anything.
There is nothing. There is no movement. There is no nothing.
But it's also everything at once.
Yeah.
It's all bad. There's nothing and it's all bad.
We're going to take a break there. We're only going to play for a little bit after the break, but we're going to take a break there. And we'll be back. So, Margot, you were feeling 49% confusion, 98% anxiety, 150% shell shocked.
150? Goddamn.
Yeah, because it's not just your feeling of shell shock, it is Brooke's feeling of shell shock also. You're spiraling that. That's a back and forth float situation.
Margot has blue screened.
Yeah. You're also feeling lost.
Can I tell where Allison is? Like, not physically, not location, geographically, like
Emotionally, where she's at.
Just is the channel there? Like,
hello, is there
am I getting a signal?
Might be connected to the Allison line, please? The Allison line, anyone? Anywhere? She is in the labyrinth. She has to be, or else you wouldn't be able to sense her at all. It's how you knew that the cuckoo wasn't her, because
that's how I meant.
by comparison. Yeah, she's somewhere in the labyrinth. That lost feeling is more coming from her, and that lost feeling isn't so much geographical or physical lost, just generic.
Great.
Like generic, I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. I can do nothing. It's not even a blue screen. It's more like a despair.
Margot says out loud, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah. Brooke, you could get to Margot and Juan if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the labyrinth is waiting to see what you choose to do.
Mm-hmm. So
before Brooke makes that decision, I think the last thing in the interaction between Juan and Margot with regards to Brooke would be like Margot saying like, yeah, we need to find her too. Like we need to find Brooke as well. Like because Juan went immediately back to also Allison, but like also like this isn't her fight. Like none of this shit's her fault. We also need to find her. But she's still like pacing. She's like not doing anything because she is feeling all of the emotions now. She's got all the channels on.
She does.
Are you sort of like
Yeah,
out loud saying, she's not part of this?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I think what she says out loud is because you said, I asked if she was in danger and you said, I don't know what their plan is for her. And she goes, well, Margaret goes, well, we got to find her too. And then she just starts pacing and mumbling to herself.
Brooke?
Yeah, I think at this point, Brooke like calls out like kind of softly, like she's not yelling full volume. I guess I don't know how like far away they are, but she just kind of softly goes, Gogo?
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you do.
From where?
You know how you fell through a wall?
I did fall through a wall. Yes, I did. That did
Yes,
just
you
happen.
did. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same sort of thing seems to be happening. You can't see her, but and you can't smell her, but she made a noise. So,
I think seeing that Margot is like having a response to Brooke having like said something, like knowing like, okay, so she can hear me, Brooke is gonna like go up to the wall and put a hand
it goes through.
and see.
A charred hand comes through the wall.
Okay, well, it's very ominous because I haven't died yet. It'll be better in a little bit. She doesn't say that. That's just me. That's me, Phoebe.
Margot is going to alarmedly, like, sort of like walk over to the hand. Brooke?
Okay, Brooke will come out of the wall.
Brooke comes through a wall. Brooke,
Yosh.
she is char-grilled?
Just a bit charged.
Like
Her
know,
clothes are
like a medium. Well,
Stop.
she's not like they're still pink,
she's
or gray.
like, got some fleshy bits. She's got some burnt bits. Some clothes still there. Some clothes not quite. She doesn't know how ghastly and terrifying she looks.
Reasonable clothing appropriate for not what's the one like M15 rating 15 the amount of clothing left on her body.
Margot's gonna pull her into a hug, like just to make sure she's fucking solid. Like
Solid.
That
hurts, by the way.
Yeah.
When you have third-degree burns.
Oh God.
Again, at a certain point, pain's just pain.
Pain's just pain. Pain's just your neurons firing and
Yeah,
telling
but
you
does
that
she-
that's dangerous.
Does she respond to that? Because if Margot is even like still ghost connected to her, she would also sort of
She'd
feel
feel
it.
that.
Like she'd like know that it was pain, and she would respond to it.
Yeah, I think that Brooke probably is like,
Shit, I'm
but
sorry.
like would hug her back anyway.
Shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Probably
Are you
don't
okay?
pull
No,
away
you're
too
not
fast.
okay. Definitely not okay.
What, Shawnee?
Probably don't pull away too fast.
Oh
Ow.
God! Oh, ew!
I'm astounded that Brooke didn't somehow die before this. Really, but that's like I said, is what it is. You know, when you can't feel pain, you can keep going for a lot longer. She feels it. She just is kind of halfway.
I'll deal with this later.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, Margot. And she like kind of releases the hug to like try to like she wants to put her hands on like Margot's face and like pull her closer. But she like stops and is like kind of hovering.
And to be perfectly honest, Margot does look terrified, but she is also past the point of being terrified at anything at this point. All of this is like, this is hell to her. This is like this is a terrible, terrible dream. At this point, it's like she's not even looking like there's no semblance of like disgust or anything like that. She's just scared. Like,
yeah.
Because it looks like Brooke is literally like disintegrating in front of her almost. Like,
yeah.
And she's like, yep, this was me too. Cool.
And it hurts.
Margot. Yeah.
And if Margot's feeling that, what is Brooke feeling?
Right. So like Margot is like literally like just like on the verge of tears, just like looking at her. It's just like, no, seriously, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix it.
No. It's not that bad. I'm sorry. I kind of forgot.
Juan's gonna walk up, hold out a hand, and you try to use magic to start healing. Brooke. Apparently he's good at
everyone
that.
allow that?
Look at Juan, the Boy Scout today.
Does everyone / anyone allow that?
Margot,
he's not like he's touching. He's like he's just sort of like taking a few steps. He's like, we don't have fucking time for this.
He's offering. Margot is too shell shocked to make any decisions, and the Brooke that she spent time with this morning can make her own decisions. So, Margot will look at Brooke.
I think Brooke is just like, he fucking killed you. At Juan.
Yeah, apparently not.
Well, he was never very observant. How is he, by the way? Start healing. By the I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Brooke just says, if you think this is bad.
Huh. Just lost a bet.
I'd ask, but we have more important things happening. Just glad you're okay.
I didn't think it'd be her that did it.
Huh?
Oh, I was assuming it'd be you.
Did what?
Shut the fuck up, Juan.
Killed Skylar.
You killed Skylar?
That's what she's Wait, is that what you're saying? Am I wrong?
I was just saying I would ask what he looked like because Brooke said you should see the other guy. I figured they had a fight. I didn't think you.
If he looks worse than that, he's fucking dead.
He's a vampire. I thought you were dead last time I saw you too. I don't know anything anymore. Remember? You just spent a whole lot of time telling me about that. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Skylar Moore. Please, focus. Thank you, by the way. like Margot says huffily at Juan, seeing that the pain is ebbing away from Brooke.
What do you mean we have more important stuff to worry about?
I mean, we don't know where Allison is. Somewhere in here and probably going to get killed, probably pretty soon. I know she threatened to kill you this morning, and I am sorry about that. And I know this is this is complicated.
Yeah, whenever Margot says about Allison, Brooke takes half a step back.
Yeah, it takes Margot half the sentence to like reconcile the half step that was just taken backwards. She's like, yeah, no, Allison is somewhere, and this is complicated.
Do you remember everything?
From today? Yeah.
Which today?
All of them, apparently. I know I was in a car with you like 10 minutes ago. And it seems like a really long 10 minutes ago.
I can still feel the connection.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why that is, but we're in a labyrinth, by the way. This is a labyrinth. Minotaurs are real. This is a labyrinth. The art teacher, Werecow.
Yeah.
Shut up, Juan. It was funny a couple days ago. Margot goes, and she looks morose about it. She goes, yeah, I remember.
Not too happy. You're not too happy about it.
I was happy this morning.
But you're not anymore.
Now it's complicated. I don't know where we were.
I'm really sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
Yeah, I do.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Margot. Which life did you like more?
You made me choose, man. You made me choose between my family and my best friend. It's so fucked up. Like, I like all of the people.
I don't mean that. I mean, which relationship did she prefer?
There's no way to know that. She knows now that there was a world that which she had written out of her reality, you know, back in February when they were in her study, and like the thing happened with Brooke kissing her, and the way that she felt about it then, she had written out a reality in which they could have ever actually worked, and that made things easier for her. But aside from being her best friend, Margot was in love with Brooke for a very long time. So now, having experienced 6 hours of a time where like it was cool, like now it's like, oh,
but it wasn't just 6 hours. It is 6 hours plus 2 years worth of memories.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And plus, I guess a whole life of time that she remembered, which is a whole like, I mean, again, now it's complicated. Like,
Mhm.
so, like, it was easier for her to put that aside and be like emotionally available enough to fall in love and to continue to fall in love. Like, knowing that, like, not only was that not going to happen, but if it had happened, it would have been bad. And now she knows that that is not necessarily true. Like, a whole lot would have had to change for that to have been true.
Yeah.
Because the Brooke she's standing in front of now is a different Brooke, and there is also that reality. But, like,
Yeah.
she was also hanging out with Brooke this morning, and
Yeah.
Brooke was happy. Like, she's real torn up about Brooke in general right now. The tragedy of Brooke Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
But I will say that I don't, as torn up as she is about it, like, I also, like, there isn't a world in which she'd want to give up the like everything that she's had, the life she's had, like, for the past 8 months or whatever, like, or her relationship with Allison. Like, it's, she wants all of it.
I was wrong. Give me the poly life.
Yeah, she would kill herself before she'd be made to, like, choose one reality over the other one. She would take herself out of the equation. Like,
Jeez, right.
Wow.
Okay.
because, like, that's not fair. Like, it's not like this Brooke is not that Brooke, and that Brooke was happy because the things that happened in the world that we're in right now didn't happen.
A voice whispers in both your ears, the two of you. Go back to sleep. That's all you have to do. Go to sleep.
Margot's gonna look at Brooke and she's gonna say, I don't know how any of this works, but, and maybe I'm fucking nuts, but maybe you should go. Because you deserve to be happy. And you didn't deserve any of this. And it didn't have to happen like this, and now I know that.
But you'd still pick the world where it did.
I was happy, but I wasn't whole. I can't be human Margot for you. But it doesn't matter. Because apparently all this shit's made up anyway. And it doesn't matter. If you could just go back to sleep. Then maybe you can have a world where you never had to deal with fucking Skylar, and we can be happy together, and I can do what I have to do here. But I gotta go find Allie. And my mom, and my family. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm back there too.
I'm done being a stupid kid, Margot.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna keep living based on fucking dreams. It got me this far. It's not great.
I think we get to pick. And I just think, I don't know, I've learned a lot about this magic shit, and maybe not enough, but even if this me can't go back with you, I was happy with you there, and I hope I'm still there with you in that other world where we got to be together and actually be happy. Like, I'd like to think that it still exists. And if you wanted to pick that one, that'd be cool.
Of course,
It
I'll
needs
pick
you.
that one, but
What?
I don't know for sure, but I think it needs you.
Why?
Because you were the one
it's
I had to
fucking
get to
you,
accept it.
Margot.
Not her. You had to accept it. I don't know what she wants with Brooke, but the goal was you accept it.
She knew I'd be an easy sell.
She knew you got a raw deal.
But I get it. I get it.
Kaufman.
I might be the Brooke you were happy with, but I'm also the Brooke that did all that fucked up shit. And it only works if you'll go to sleep too, but you're a good person. So you won't.
Sorry I abandoned you.
No. No. Sorry, I was stupid. Every fucking chance I had, I made the wrong one. I made the wrong decision. I did the wrong thing.
I'm stupid too. Apparently I've been doing all this wrong this whole time, so it's not just you. Well, at least I know somewhere we were stupid together.
Yeah.
I don't. Brooke, I'm sorry. I don't want to live in a world with my mom and dad and my family and without Allison. I can't.
I know.
I'm gonna try to make this okay, right? I'm gonna fix it. When we get out of here, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah, I'll try to fix it too. And maybe we won't be stupid this time.
I love you, BK.
Love you, Gogo.
And she's gonna give her a hug again. And I'm gonna go blow my nose because I am actually sobbing over here. I have a lot of feelings.
How do we get out of here, fuckface? She says to Juan.
I don't know. We get let out. Or we find the exit. I don't know if we can get out if the Minotaur doesn't want us to.
The art teacher doesn't hate me. I don't understand why he won't just let us out. Like, he was nice.
You keep assuming people have a say in this shit.
Yeah,
what did I tell you? Everything is shit, and you do the best you can. And you keep thinking everyone's got full control.
Juan actually gets it. Sorry, I thought I killed you that one time.
I'm not.
I mean, you didn't, so what do I care?
Yeah. It wasn't me anyway.
That's how you know it wasn't me.
Who the fuck did we kill? Or they kill? Or whatever. No, it doesn't matter. Margot's gonna, like, grab one of the torches and just, like, I'll be right back. And she's gonna, like, take off down the hall, see if she can find the end of the hall.
So previously, Juan rolled a 10 for finding Allison. Using the ability that I forgot the name of.
Marked for the hunt.
Marked for the hunt. Allison is through the wall, maybe 100 feet that way.
Left.
Yeah. So
down sunrise.
Margot goes to go, and then Juan's like, Margot.
What? Margot stops.
That way. Straight line. Points at wall.
Through the wall?
Yep. Not even that far.
Margot runs headlong into the wall.
And that's where we're going to stop.
She's going to platform 9 3/4 herself.
You fucking hope so.
Yeah.
How hard is a lichen head? Just curious.
It's pretty goddamn hard.
That was a solid fucking wall. Take 2 harm.
Yeah. She's had worse.
No, I'm telling you, take 2 harm. That's how we're finishing up.
Rude!
Oh, shit.
Just dove fucking into a wall.
Donk. I think that's how the session ends.
Mm-hmm. Did she get knocked out?
No.
No.
It's Margot. 2 harm doesn't knock her out. We've talked about this.
No, but Brooke, that the shared feeling is fading, but damn, you have a headache.
Margot sitting on the ground. I'm sorry.
And that's where we're going to finish up for today. Got to make a note that Alison has a headache.
Well, I'm emotionally devastated. How are you guys?
I am also emotionally devastated.
And I don't know what Margot's gonna do when they get back to the real world, but her newfound I can change the past powers. We probably shouldn't let her keep those.
I am going to take us out to bed. Okay, everyone?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Juan.
Bye.
Good night.